Hey guys, today I would like to be introducing you guys to one of the best ways I think there is for people who are moving to Japan as a foreigner, whether as a student or whether coming here to work. It's for people who are staying here for a long term, which I say is more than half a year. So if you're staying here for short term, I recommend using rental portable Wi-Fi that's available and easily be picked up at the airport, which you can rent it out for about like 500 yen per day, and you have a full access to internet wherever you go outside. And I recommend using Skype as a method to call any numbers in any country. The service I'll be introducing today is called IIJ Meal. First, I would like to give some pros and cons of this service. Pro number 1, quality of cellular service is excellent. 2, there's no long-term contract. 3, it's affordable. 4, the signing up process is done online. 5, you can make payments through credit cards. Now going over to cons. There are 3 cons. 1, you must have an unlocked cell phone. 2, it requires some form of ID with your residential address in Japan. 3, the website in which you'll be signing up on is only available in Japanese, so it requires heavy usage of Google Translate. Now let's discuss one by one. 1. As I discussed, the cellular network is very reliable and I consider it very good. The reasoning for that is IIJ Meal uses Docomo's cellular network. Docomo is one of the largest cellular carriers in Japan. The only constraint to the contract for number 2 is that you cannot cancel prior to the end of the following month from which you sign up. 3, price is very affordable because for the 3 gigabytes of access to LTE cellular network, it only costs about 1600 Japanese yen or 15 US dollars per month. For 6 gigabyte of LTE cellular network service, it costs 2250 Japanese yen, which comes out to be about roughly a little over $20. For text messages, it costs from 3 Japanese yen to 30 Japanese yen, which comes out to be 3 cents to 30 cents per text. Making calls, it approximately costs up to 20 Japanese yen or 20 cents per call. I recommend you getting the family plan, which allows you to use up to 10 SIMs to share the 10 gigabytes of data that's available. The monthly cost for the family plan is 3260 Japanese yen. There is, however, an initiation fee of $30 added to your first month of your bill. When I compared with other cell phone carriers in Japan, such as SoftBank, Docomo, au, I say IIJ Meal is way more affordable and the prices are very reasonable. 4, the entire signing up process is done online, so you don't have to go to a retail store and talk to someone. For those people who are not yet very good with Japanese, you might have an easier time doing it online. 5, cellular carriers require you to have a Japanese bank account, which may be sometimes difficult for you. Payments are done through credit card, so you don't have to have a bank account, Japanese bank account, unlike other cell phone carriers. You must have an unlocked cell phone in Japan, or you must purchase a Docomo cell phone. You must have some form of ID, whether it's a driver's license or a foreigner's ID card, insurance card, with your Japanese residential address on it. The website is only available in Japanese, so you must use Google Translate, and you might have a difficult time trying to understand how to do the sign up process. However, I say that I discovered if you just go to a retail store, the people at retail stores often don't speak very good English, so that you are going to have a difficult time anyways at a retail store. So it might be better off if you worked at home on your computer by yourself using Google Translate rather than trying to communicate with someone in person who may not be able to speak your language very well. The pros outweigh cons by far, and that's why I recommend IIJ Meal. Next thing is I'll just give you a brief idea of how the entire process is going to be. 1. You choose your plan. How many gigabytes do you want? Do you want family plan, or do you want one with 3 gigabytes? Do you want one with the 6 gigabytes? Then you choose your SIM. Do you have a standard SIM, micro SIM, or nano SIM? Depending on the type of cell phone you have to get a different type of SIM, but there's no extra charge. So you have to choose which SIM you want. 2, you type your personal information such as your name, address, phone number, email address, and such. Once you're done with that, they'll send you an email with a link where you have to click and then actually upload your scanned copy of your foreigner's ID with your Japanese residential address on it. Once you submit it, you just wait for a couple of days for them to review your documents. 4, after you wait and then you get a message from the company that they accepted your application, it only takes about a couple days, like maybe it took me like 3 days to get the SIM card, so it goes by really quickly. 5, once you receive your SIM, you insert it and you have to actually download the APN setting online or manually. Please see the description for details. It's actually pretty simple. Getting a cell phone in Japan is not that easy. And then I hope through this video you guys will be able to understand the process a little bit better and make a little bit better decision whether you will be taking my advice. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. I'll try to answer them. For further details, please see the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Work in Japan. 緊張する。